Hey everyone, 𝗂𝗁𝗵𝗂𝗃 here and happy St. Patrick's Day. Today I'm going to show you how I created this super cute manicure. I was heavily inspired by the Irish flag, which is green, white, and orange of course. So if you like these kind of videos, don't forget to like, subscribe, join the Chills crew, and don't forget to click the notification bell so you don't miss any of my future content. And so with that being said, let's get into today's video. So first up, I'm going to be using white on white. This is a basic white cream by Glaze. It's part of their main core line. And you can see it has a great opacity to it. I mean, especially this is a clear nail tip. So it did take me 2 coats to reach full opacity. And of course, there's no running or pulling of the sword. It's got a good formula. I mean, I do have an older bottle, but it still works great. Next, I went ahead with Papaya Punch. This is a bright orange cream. It's from the Island Escape of 2011 summer collection. It's an oldie but a goodie, but it was 2 coats to reach full opacity, or the opacity that I wanted, because I'm using this as a base for the next polish to go on top of it, just to kind of give it a little bit more depth. Next, I'm going to go in with Sweet and Sour Lacquer's Love That Chicken Sandwich. This was a limited edition polish back from May of PPU, and I really enjoy this one. I thought this was really super cute. When I saw this polish, all I could think of was the Irish flag, to be honest with you, because the fact that it had the green, the white, and of course orange, and I love orange. But with this, I wanted to layer it as a topper. Now, after it dried down, I then went ahead and with my glitter grabber, because this did have some texture to it, and I wanted to smooth out anything before I went ahead and stamped on top of this. So make sure that when you have glitters, you definitely want to smooth them out before stamping. So the stamping plate I first chose was the 𝘂𝗎𝗄𝗔𝗊𝗋 M267. This is Plaid Perfection, and I really wanted to encompass some plaid. Normally, I mean, you do see plaid, but normally it's always like, you know, green and white and stuff. So I went ahead and took Orange Burst because I wanted to have the thinner lines, because there's already a lot of orange in this. And so with that, I went ahead and placed this down. I do want to quickly add that this is not actually a 𝘂𝗎𝗄𝗔𝗊𝗋 stamper, but it's actually a 𝘂𝗃𝗄𝗜 one, and I felt like it works a little bit better with nail tips. Then after that, I went in with the Grinch by 𝘂𝗎𝗄𝗔𝗊𝗋. This I felt was perfect because it had like a little bit of that gold shimmer running throughout, and I was just like, oh, this is like the perfect type of like 𝗿𝗟𝗄𝗡 green. So afterward, I went with the other stamp to kind of do a layering effect, and I felt like this was absolutely perfect. It just had the right balance of orange, green, and white. It was just pure perfection. So next, right after I'm done with my stamping, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of pat down everything, make sure everything is all nice and even, and then from there I can go in with my smudge-free top coat by 𝘂𝗎𝗄𝗔𝗊𝗋 just to make sure that everything is sealed in and that there's not going to be no smearing later on when I want to go ahead and use my regular top coat. So next I'm going to be going in with this Uber Chic Mini St. Patrick's Day Stamping Plate 2. Now this has a lot of Celtic images, but I was mainly going after 2 things. One was this shamrock, which I went ahead and stamped in seedling because I wanted some nice bright contrast to go against that orange. And then what I did is I went ahead and filled it in with Grinchmas, because if you've been on my channel before, you know I love everything matchy-matchy and cohesive and stuff like that. So that is the reason why I went with those 2 colors, to kind of just be a nice pop against that orange on the ring nail. So I also went with the shamrock because this is actually what represents Ireland, is normally a shamrock, not a 4-leaf clover. If anybody didn't know that, now you do. So yeah, that's why I went with a shamrock. The next image I wanted off this plate was the St. Patrick's Day. So I went in with my Bam White, and then from there I went ahead and I placed a sticky paste coat down. I applied a thin layer of this, waited about close to a minute so it became, you know, slightly tacky, and then I can go ahead and place down first my shamrock. I went ahead and placed it kind of near the top, and then from there I wanted to make sure everything was good, there was no issues with it, and then I could go ahead and place down my St. Patrick's Day on kind of like part of it, not fully, but I kind of wanted to do a somewhat semi layering technique. From there, once everything was dried, I went in back again with my smudge-free top coat just to make sure that there was going to be no smearing, especially the fact that I have to put some glitter grabber down just to kind of smooth out that stamping, particularly with the shamrock. So there I went ahead and applied my glitter grabber, and then from there, once that was completely dried, I gave it about 10 minutes. I went in with my liquid macro quick drying top coat by Super Chick Lacquer. Now if you've been on my channel before, you know that I absolutely love this stuff. It makes everything look super glossy and plump, but just make sure that you always wrap the tip strips, otherwise you can get pulling, and that's with any quick drying top coat. And this is the final look. I hope you enjoyed today's manicure and that maybe it inspired you. Everything, of course, that I use, I will list down in the description box or, of course, in the pinned comment. And with that being said, thank you very much for liking, commenting, subscribing, staying subscribed. I really, truly appreciate you. And not only that, please be safe. It is St. Patty's Day, and I know we can get a little crazy because it's the weekend. So other than that, take care and stay chilly.